Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing us how to make a 3D bold text just like this one you're seeing on my screen right now. I'm just going to show you this in simple steps, so let's just get straight to it. So I'm going to be doing this using my CorelDraw software. So to start, I'm going to open a new page and type the word body. You could just use any text. I'm just trying out with this one here. So I'll just drag to increase it. So you just change the font to a bold font. So I'm going to be using Font for this one. Font is a bold font I have on my computer. You can use any bold font. It comes out better with bold fonts or any cursive font. You can just try it out with any font you like and see the outcome. So having done this, now I'm going to duplicate this. So you hit Ctrl D. I have one copy of it right now. So this second copy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add outline to it. But before that, let me give it a color, then an outline. Right click to give it an outline. Once I've done that, I'm going to increase the outline right here. So double click. You're going to see a window. So you come to this point here and you increase it to maybe 16 or 24 as the case may be. So let's just do 24. You click on this middle corners, line caps, the middle, then you come to behind fill and click on it. Okay, so from here now, the next thing you're going to do is come down to this part. Under this shadow icon, just click on the drop down arrow right there. You can see that small drop down arrow, so just click on it. You're going to see the block shadow. You're going to see the block shadow, so just click on block shadow. Once you've done that, then you can now drag the shadow down. That's what will create the 3D feel for you. So we have something like this, so you can see the feel. So once you've done that, you can come back here and change the outline color to look like the one you have in the fill. So let's just do something like this. So this now we're giving it the same color. So I'll drop this tool. Now I'm going to change the color of the main text. So let me use a lighter shade of pink and the outline. So you can see what we have right now. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to bring this body. I'm going to bring this body now into this section here. So I'm going to increase the outline to a bit. I'm going to add an outline to it, as you can see. So I might change the color to maybe deep black. So having done this now, I'm going to duplicate this same black text now, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, to have two of it but pasted on the same space. So I'm going to change the color of the second one to white. You can see what I have now. Then I'm going to use the arrow key to just move it a bit so that it's going to tilt a little to create that small outline of black. I don't know if you can see that right now. So I may as well move this whole text upwards a bit. So you can see what we have so far. So right now, the next thing I'm going to do now is to give this white text here a gradient. So I'm gonna just come to this side, color palette, and give this 10% black. So once I've done that, I'll double click on this gradient to make it fade from white to that 10%. You can see it now. So I'm going to turn it. You can see it turning. So I just want it to fade from up down this way. Perfect. So I'm just going to click on OK. So you can see the fill already. So now the next thing I want to do is to copy this same text, Ctrl C and Ctrl V on the same place. Then I'm going to Ctrl Q to convert it to curves. Ctrl Q. So once I've done that, now I'll come over to this place here, click the small arrow there and select Smart Fill. What I want to do now is just to cut out a part of this body and give it a color. But before I do that, I need to come to this freehand tool here and just draw this line across it. Then go ahead and pick the shape tool and the Smart Fill tool. Then I'll select the top parts of this text, the top parts, top, select, drop this tool. Then I can now come here and delete this line. Once I've done that, I'll highlight the whole top, remove the outline and give it another color, maybe a light shade of pink. So you can see what I have right now. So having done this, the next thing I'm going to do is to double click and add gradients to it. Gradients. So come to this part and give it a light shade of pink. Select this here and just give it a light shade. Let me move this so you can see it changing. So you can see that now. So having selected it, I'll come back to this place and now turn it to where I want it to fade from. So I want it to fade from down to up. Let's see what it looks like. Say okay. So you can see that effect on the text already. So if I don't like that, I can click again and turn it the other way around from down to up, and let's okay and see. So you can see the effect. So now, having gotten to this stage, now the last thing I want to do is to just give it a general shadow. So to do that, I'm going to select this again and Ctrl C or Ctrl D. Let me just do Ctrl D. Then I'll bring it down here. So I'm going to give it a color. I want to use it to create a shadow behind the whole text. So with this now, I'll come back here and take it back to the normal drop shadow. Then draw this shadow to fade all the way down. So you can see it. So once I've done this now, press Ctrl K. What Ctrl K does is to break away the text from the shadow. You can see. So now I have the text on one part and I have the shadow on the other part. So I don't need the main text, I'll just delete it. Then for this shadow now, I want to give it this shade of pink, right? Then I'll just page down, Control Shift and page down to send it behind. Then I'll move it and drop it somewhere here. Then use the arrow to bring it out till I'm satisfied with the outcomes. I believe you can see that shade. Let me just zoom it in so you see. So you can see that shade of pink down there. So it's just there now like a reflection. So guys, this is how you create a 3D text for any design at all you're doing. So if you like this, please click the subscribe button and follow us for more tips. So I'll see you guys in my next video.